Yeehaw indeed.
Yeehaw!
Another Tuesday, and I've gathered, I guess, 3 of God's favorite creatures on Earth. Hello, ladies. How you doing?
Good.
Also love that everyone's with them, and it's just coincidental. Manuk, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
How's revisions going?
Haven't been doing much in the revision department lately, but because life was in the way.
I thought revisions were just going so well that you were ignoring the accountability sheet again. But...
Unfortunately, I haven't been revising.
No.
It's fine. We move. Molly tries. How you trying?
I am gonna try to write a little bit because I've not done all that much. I am writing at the moment, but just not consistently every day. So I'm happy that we've got the stream so that I can get that done today. So,
happy to provide. Marta? Kapatha?
I also haven't been writing consistently, but hopefully I will be today. Was that
yeah, Marta messaged me today. It was like, my team meeting is cancelled. Can we do something? And I'm like, yes, sir, ma'am.
Funnily enough, I still ended up leaving work late because someone needed help with something really last minute. And he's on holidays tomorrow, so like I had to go.
Should have told them to figure it out themselves, really.
Nah.
Yeah, what does it look like?
I basically ran home and went through dinner really, really quickly. I'm like, I made it, just about.
Just about. I would have waited, though.
Oh no. I didn't leave as late as if I'd had the meeting. So.
Okay. My name is Stig. I'll be your host for today with these 3 lovely co-pilots. We'll be doing some sprinting and some talking, maybe. And we're going to say hello to some people. We got Mars here. Hello, hello. We got Anna. Hello. Laura is also here. I'm packing still. Looking forward to the company. What's the due date? That's not the word. Well, that's the word, but not the word I'm looking for. What's the moving date? Call in Laura. Inquiring minds wants to know. Regina says, hello, friends. I look forward to friendly voices.
Yay.
I succeeded yesterday and got 3 words. Congratulations. Regina says, I'm writing the 3rd romance in the Old West short read. I'm here for it. I'm loving this influx of cowboys that's been coming lately. And cowgirls. And cowboys. Regina says, I have 1/3 of my coloring book drawn. Ooh, good job. What will people be working on today specifically? Like, where are you at in your revisions, Minok?
What? Sorry?
Where are you at in your revisions? Like, what part?
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Right after Act 1.
Wow, chapter 6 is after Act 1?
Yeah.
Dang.
My Act 1 is pretty short.
I can tell.
I mean, the whole novel is like.
Although you could be writing,
writing
really long chapters for all we know.
No, it could be like 7,000
no,
words.
no. I'm like it's usually around 2,500 words.
Yeah, that's usually my chapter length too. Marlon, what you writing in today?
I'm going to try to do a little bit of demons today because I feel like I'm not focused enough on anything at the moment. I'm just trying to switch things around and just jump from one project to another. Because I feel like if I start with that, I'll have some words in that. And then if after the first sprint, I want to change, then I have other projects to change into.
Very valid. And Marta, are you seeing eye to eye with Project Sight?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit stuck on the current chapter. So I'm going through beta comments, and one of the comments on this chapter was that the writing needed work. So I'm doing a line.
Who said that? I will fight them.
I'm doing a more thorough line edit than I have been doing on my other chapters, and it's going very slowly.
Oh, I'm sorry, but which part are you at? Where are you in the story?
It's chapter 30 something, and it's about halfway through Act 2.
Oh. Chapter 30 is halfway through Act 2.
Yes, I've got 61 chapters, I think. But don't
Wow.
take my
Okay.
word on that, because I also have some chapters that are like something 0.5, because I'm disorganized.
Okay.
And some chapters are missing numbers.
How
I
long
love
does your chapters tend to be? How long
Chaos.
does your chapters tend to be?
Sorry, what was that?
How long does your chapters tend to be?
You are a little bit underwater, Stig, right
Oh
now.
no!
Just move it a bit and then I'll be fine.
How long does your chapters tend to be?
They vary a lot. So usually 2,000 to 4,000 words. But I've got 6,000 word chapters and I've got 100 word chapters mixed in.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited for this update. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone.
What about you?
Oh, I'm in chapter 17 something. It's dragging on because I'm not sure how to get to the actual action part of the chapter. So they're just like traveling here, traveling there, meeting people. And I'm like, okay, let's get to this abandoned church. Let's get to this haunting. And I think I'm just stalling because I'm not sure what to do with the actual like showdown. So we'll see. My goal for today is 1,569 words. Yesterday was the first day where I didn't get my daily word count.
Oh.
So I'm going to try and maybe make up for that today, but also maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, I looked at your sheet. You've been killing it.
Yeah, but now it's just a minute
What is-
slay these days.
What is the sigh for? You have been killing it. Celebrate. Be
You could be
happy.
killing it more, Malin. I
Pat
could be
yourself on the
killing it
back.
more. Never.
You
I
could
would
also
rather
be
die.
killing it less, so.
Yeah, I would rather die than pat myself on the back. I'm a millennial. Let's see. Laura says, I'm flying back to California on the 20th. So everything needs to be shipped and cleaned by then. We got time. Elaine is here. Hello, hello. Mars says, I'm working on Roll for Romance. I got about 1K worth this one Guru Shannon stream, and I'm still feeling good. So why not continue? Why not? Slay. Oh, Laura, that's that's why I kept dreaming all night about November 20th, November 22nd. Ooh, Laura says, I think I got the Barnes & Noble job. They said they had good news to call back tomorrow. Oh, amazing.
Laura.
What should be like, yeah, you're not getting the job, getting 20% discount. Congratulations.
Like, what else could the good news be?
Yeah, I'm very excited for you. So congratulations, Laura. Anna says, I'm in the most hellish week of my work year, so I'm just hanging on by my fingernails until next week. You can persevere, Anna. You can persevere.
We're there with you.
Casey says, hi, friends. Hello, hello. I set my revision aside for a while because I promised my editor a manuscript for the second half of November. Lol. Okay, lol, Regina. What are you working on? That's awesome, Laura. Fingers crossed. Oh my god. Look who it is. Look what the cat tracked out of the bag. And it's Miranda. Hello, hello, and welcome. Will you be joining us, or are you working in your mortal job? Call in. I think we're going to do 30-minute sprints. Does that feel right with the people? And we're going to start with a heckin' cute timer. I try to make focus work, but I could not figure out because I'm old. So I've been slumping so bad the past week in like every area of my life. So the fact that words are going well today is a surprise, TBH. I love this journey for you, Mars. Both. The revisions are for the dystopian, but I'm taking a romance interlude. Ugh.
Do you
Like
want us
every...
to talk through Flocus? It'll take 2 minutes, or...
No, I'll figure it out on my own free time. It's on me. I cannot be lectured on the internet right now. Let's see. We're going to do this one. It's a good substitute, though.
I love this one.
It's a good substitute. So we're going to do 30 minutes on the clock, and we'll come back and talk some more, I guess. Oop. Casey says, I'm having so much trouble focusing on work when there's so much unpacking to do. That's fair. And 3, 2, 1, go. So stinking cute.
That timer makes me so happy.
So wholesome. Makes me feel very peaceful.
It's like we still have a little piece of Phoebe with us every time we use it.
Every time we say that kind of shit, it's like she's dead or something. Come on, she just left for a different job.
I mean, fair, but also hard. Minook, how did you do for that sprint?
I did all right. I got 303 words done, which is
Slay.
so much better than anything I've done in the past days.
Love that journey for you. Marlene?
And I've got 374 words, and I'm feeling like the scene is starting to work better than I had hoped for it initially, so feeling good about it.
Slay. Marta?
I didn't check how many words it was, but I edited 2 paragraphs, then went and got a tea and re-edited the same 2 paragraphs again.
Slay. And I
needed
got...
fresh eyes.
Always helps. Always helps. I got 116 words, but I had to sit down and actually write out the scene, like plot it, because there's a reveal happening, and I was like, not sure how to do the reveal. I've already earlier, like a chapter earlier or 2 chapters earlier, I've already kind of written the fallout of the reveal. So in edits, I will have to put that after the reveal. But I just didn't know what to do with it, so I'm like, I'll just put it here for now. But yeah, no, did plan out the scene and got 116 words.
Nice.
And let's see what our friends did. Mars got about 500 words. Excellent. Well done, Mars. Well done. Anna says just go Mars, no updates. So what, no updates? And Regina added 430 words to her dystopian. Or was it romance? Or was it both?
Is it the Old West romance?
Oh, right. She talked about this. This is why you're here, Molly. You're the brains of this operation.
I think it's a lot easier to remember things when you're not the main host. I never remember any of the comments on where they were at, and you're often the one who tells me, oh, it was about that.
That's fair. That is actually so valid. It is hard to keep track. But also, Regina phoning in is the romance. So, very excited for this Wild West thing you're doing. I hope it reaches the world someday. I have not prepared any questions because I just haven't. So, yeah. I feel like that's like the thing to do, though. A lot of people do it.
I feel like the problem with questions, as much as I do enjoy them, is that 1, you have to think of them, which is really hard to think of new ones every single time. And 2, often I feel like when I do prepare questions, then I never have time to go over everything, or like that's when the comments start popping off. And yeah.
Oh, right. That makes sense. But also, you get a lot of replies, though. So, and I got some chatty friends. So, Regina says the first 2 are on Amazon. Dear Cordelia, love the name Cordelia. Ugh, my little angel girl. And Dear Hattie.
I love
Hattie
that.
is cute. Is this part of the Wild West thing? Mullen, you're keeping track of this.
I mean, I think so, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Third romance in the old short Wild West thing.
I like the dear something follow-up every time.
Dear John?
No, I just love a title like that is like the same standard format for a series, like having every series be Dear something. I just love when there's like a similar title every single time.
I love that too, but for the life of me, I can't make it work for my volleyball romance books. It doesn't
Do
work.
you have-
I've read everything.
Ace Up, is that the name of your romance, Minook?
Ace Rising.
Ace
We
Rising.
have the rising thing in common.
Yeah. Is that the actual, like, is that going to be the title or is that a working title?
Yeah, I love it too much. I can't change it.
Ace Rising. Could be something falling. That's very typical.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
also
you could-
has to be like volleyball terminology, and it's so hard to make it work.
But it
That's
could just be your formula becomes an ing word like verb within the title,
Right.
but that's it.
I do not know the name of a singular volleyball move, so it couldn't help you save my life.
Ace is pretty much a position, but it's not an actual position. It's just like the best player on the team is the ace. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking ace like the sexual orientation or the identity, and rising as in like a rising sign.
You're underwater again.
Oh no! I need a new headset, but this isn't bad old, so I don't know.
You're back. I don't know if it's like in the age of it, of just like it moves around sometimes or something. I'm not sure.
Could be. This little microphone thing tends to, if I stick it in too long, when I take it out, try the exact step, but it like flips around. It's really annoying. I had a question about Ace Rising. Oh yeah, what are some other volleyball terms or positions?
I mean, positions, there's like the outside hitter or opposite or setter or libero.
Is one of them opposite?
Yeah.
So you could have like
That
opposite.
was my position when I played. What?
Oh,
Sorry.
you played
You
volleyball.
have opposite attracting.
Yeah, but that's not the position.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to Cook and Lamanuk. Do you have the same thing for the Art of Summoning Demons?
No, because that's not going to be part of a. Like, it's going to be part of a series where it just follows up the same story, so it doesn't need that. I like it when it's. Basically, it's clear to me that each romance in Regina's books are about a different couple. And that's when I love it, when you have like a formula that follows up. So that's what I'm trying to do for Space Princess, which hopefully I'll find some good titles that all work together, because there'll be individual romances within a series, but they'll be separate romances. And that's when it's nice, I find, to have a formula. But if it's like the same characters within the series that just follow up, like almost like Act 2 and then Act 3 or whatever, then I don't feel like it's as needed. I don't know. I don't know why. It's just the vibes.
Well, that's fair.
Space Princess isn't your actual title?
No, although I
Not.
always go back. Well, because I don't know if that's gonna. It could be the series title. I could maybe keep it like Space Princess.
Princess series.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Several princesses.
And are you going to keep this trend with all the senses, Marta, for your books?
I mean, Project Voice and Project Sight are not in the same series whatsoever. I just thought it would be funny.
So you just add him.
Yeah,
But
they're not even the same genre.
Oh. The one you made a video about making. Did you make a map?
Yes, that was for Project Sight.
That was Project Sight. So what is Project? Not Project Vision. You just said the title. Project
Voice.
Project Voice. What is that?
Project Voice is a middle grade witchy story.
Oh, okay.
Whereas
She did a bunch of
Project
character
Sight is
videos, and
adult
that was
fantasy.
that was from Sight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I really enjoy those. We should bring back the Troublemaker main character tag.
I've been thinking about doing that for Project Voice at some point. But...
Yes, immediately yes. Regina says yes, it's romance in the Old West series, and Mars also love matching title conventions. I have ideas for titles for the 5 RFR books, and the first 4 match perfectly, but then the 5th one is just slightly off, and it's fine, but it does bother me a little bit.
Mm.
My vampire romance titles are Crimson Strings, Scarlet Webs, and Vermilion Knots. Ooh, all very red.
Or maybe Vermilion Ties. I feel like, yeah, when you said Vermilion Knots, my thoughts as someone who spent too much time on the internet would immediately be like, oh, there's going to be some weird werewolf stuff going on.
My mind went exactly the same direction.
Immediately there, yeah.
Knots is a werewolf term?
Omega-verse, yes.
You know, like when dogs have sex?
That's what that's called?
Literally, they do knotting, which is like, I'm not going to explain in full detail, but that's what happens when literal animals have sex, and people on the internet have used that to make it part of the sexual act when werewolves do it.
In fanfiction.
It's gonna be
And-
a no for me.
And it's become part of traditional publishing as of last year, because
Thank you,
fucking
Ali Hazelwood.
Ali Hazelwood in Bride, and I had to explain this to friends, and it was a very awkward convo.
Oh, we read it for the romance book club. It was so good.
Oh my god. I enjoyed the banter and the romance, and then I just was not into that part of things. And every single book I've read by Ali Hazelwood, I've enjoyed the banter and the romance, and then I don't know what she does with the sex scenes, but they're just not for me. There's always something weird that I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
nope, I'm out.
Yeah,
I
it was
usually
more
skip
tied
it.
than not with getting married, but I do like
Yeah.
Vermilion Ties too.
I like Vermilion Ties.
Another vote for Vermilion Ties. Not that you were taking suggestions, Laura, but here they are. Mars says, I did the main character tag literally last month, Dig. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to bring it back. I did add your video to the main character tag list. I think there's something like, I don't know, 16 videos or something.
That's pretty good.
Only?
Yeah, but a bunch of them are removed or hidden or privated, so they are disappeared from the list.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
I know
so
who you
sad.
are.
So many of our friends have privated videos since then.
Yeah, I know who you are. People who privated their main character videos. I see you. Some channels have gone completely, so.
Oh.
But maybe I should do the main character thing. Maybe that should be the first step. Be the change you want to see in the world. Who knows?
Yeah, do
You've
it.
been saying you're gonna do it for 2 years, Geek.
I know. And one day, who knows? Who knows? Who knows, Martha? Who knows? I sure don't. It's just, it seems like a lot of work to do YouTube. I don't know. I'm not willing to put in the work. But I'm willing to put on another timer. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do... Oh, I want to do another dog timer, but that seems excessive. Is it?
We can do more dogs.
Okay, then. Where did you go, Phoebe?
Now all I'm thinking about is nutting.
Minook.
Sorry.
It's my fault, technically.
I play Marlin, to be fair, yeah.
That's okay, I'll take it.
Marlin's like,
I
fair.
still don't really know what it means, and I'm too scared to Google it.
Don't
you
Google
just
it.
if you're gonna Google it, have a look through like maybe like some safe websites. You know, like as in it'll be probably on Wikipedia because it's literally what dogs do. So you'll have the explanation of what happens there.
I'm not sure I'm
Dang.
brave enough.
Yeah, maybe this.
Maybe I'll just choose to live in ignorance.
Just do the main character tag live so you don't have to edit anything. That's fair. Miranda says, safe search on. Yeah, I shall not be Googling this. Google at your own risk. People.
They just get stuck inside, is all it is.
Google responsibly. Yeah. We're going to do a 25-minute timer, and then we're going to add an extra 5 minutes because they're so stinking cute. But this is sprint timer number 2. 3, 2, 1, let's roll.
Oh,
So cute.
Can we do that one next?
Yes. How did that sprint go for you, Minuk?
I got 370 words done.
Well done.
nice.
Malin?
I don't know how many exactly, but about 300 because I'm now at 657. So that minus whatever I did during the first sprint.
I got through another 3 paragraphs, but I think I'm gonna have to revisit them after this chatty bit because I'm still not very happy with them.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you can nail it. I'm at 408 for the day. Finished my chapter and I started a new one. Not
Nice.
sure. Yeah, I had this one chapter planned, but I think I had to split it in 2 because it was getting up to the 3,000 word points. And I'm like, okay, I'm now getting into the action, so let me just make this 2 chapters. So chapter 18 has now been started. And
Exciting.
yeah, I set the scene a little bit. That's what I did.
I quite like starting new chapters. I don't know.
I just feel like I start them all the same way. It's just some vague scene descriptions, and we're going into some dialogue. So, but that's a problem for you to see. The book just needs to exist for now. Let's see. We were joined by some lovely people. Chandra joined us. Hello, hello, and welcome. Crystal also joined us. Hello, hello. Mars did not see some time travel. Nothing particular happened, so I refute. Mars also got another 400 words and came to a natural stopping point in the story. So I think I'm going to call it there for today in terms of writing. Fair. Excellent reasoning. Joined by Sasha. Hello, hello. And Anna says, I despise starting new chapters. Do you guys think about different ways to start your chapters when you write, or is it just not
I don't think I think about it enough because often afterwards in revision time I'm like, oh my god, there are so many chapters that start with a similar scene. I need to revise that.
Character waking up.
No, I don't have so much character waking up, but because my main character's in university in the Art of Summoning Demons, I think there's a few scenes that are like her just leaving a class or something like that, and I had to swap it around so it's not always like, oh, she's just left class.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I do that in outlining already, like making sure that
I don't outline
other scenes. But I tend to start with like the description of what's around my main character, which is also like super repetitive.
Yeah.
But
I usually start with the time of day, like it was morning or like it was night. That's my go-to. So I went to the first draft that I wrote last November when I started a story, and like I think 4 of my 8 Act 1 chapters all started the same way, with my character waking up. So I'm like, oh, this is not good, but it's not my problem right now. Do you start your chapters in a particular way, Marta?
Well, Project Side is multi-POV, so I tend to start with an action from the character whose POV it is, just to get the name in there in the first sentence.
That's a good idea.
But other than that, I try to mix it up, but also I'm not very good at mixing it up.
See, for Knights of Death, it's also multiple POVs, but I just write the name of the character whose chapter it is at the top of the chapter.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably do that in the final version, but this one, the chapters are just not labeled, they're just on the document name, but there's nothing on the actual document, so it helps me know what I'm doing.
Can I throw a mini Stieg vibes challenge out there and ask everyone on screen to tell us what the first sentence of their latest chapter is?
Oh God, no.
You don't have to. It can be the chapter before, because you've just started a new one.
The current one, chapter 18, The Wicked Law, starts with, they had left the horses at the small cottage by the river and hiked back down again to Old Bridge.
I like that. That's vibey.
Yeah.
You know where you are, you know?
I just went through my chapters and I see that chapter 13 and chapter 17 both starts with spoken words. What the hell?
I love a start of a chapter with dialogue.
Yeah, me too. I love that a lot.
So, challenge to any other, Minook? What's the latest start of your chapter?
My first line in the chapter is life moved on after that day, but Ren's silence held on. It's very late.
Moody.
That's
I
so
like
sad.
I
Very
hate
main
it. It's
character.
too dramatic. It doesn't even fit the tone of the
Oh.
novel at all.
We don't know that. Out of context, I like the moodiness of it.
Martha?
Yes.
Oh, you did share.
What?
No, me and Minook shared, so we need Martha to share.
Yeah. If you don't mind.
hold on. I can. I need to edit some words out in my head to make it more super specific. But the distant sound of the bell shook Lisa out of a deep, exhausted sleep.
That's
It's
a
a
good
wake
one.
I know I said
up.
we shouldn't
Waking
start.
up!
I know. Okay, but it's a special waking up. She's waking up in the middle
Yeah.
of the night.
Hey, that's totally fair.
Nice.
As long as it's not every chapter.
That's true. It's more the repetition. My one is the pallbearers carried the coffin out to the sound of soft piano music.
Not Grandpa, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Gregor.
We also had some contributions. First, yeah, let's do the contributions first. Roll for Romance, Book 1, Chapter 17 starts with How about leprechauns? Cody asked.
Love that.
Regina says, Tony Marco slugged up the dusty street running in errands for Father Minogue.
Ooh.
Almost Minook. Mother Minook.
I feel like the names are very Old West.
Chapter 36, says Laura. Holy shit. Holy shit. Anna contributes with Blake pulls me through the back door and the salt air smacks my senses. My eyes sting with tears, though I don't quite understand why.
Ooh. Intrigued.
Chapter 27, terror clawed at Hadrian's resolve as he was bound and marched down into the cave network once more. Chapter 32, boom.
Love that.
I love a good onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking through my chapter openings and they're just not it. But they don't have to be it for now. They just have to be. So,
Yeah.
what's the first line of your volleyball romance, Minook? And what's the first line of Project Sight, Marta?
The very first
but
line.
I know. Yeah.
The very first line is I think I even shared it in the Discord actually.
That
It's,
might be.
Rin lifted his sword, the sun reflected beautifully off the blade.
There you go. That does
Because
ring
it's not
a bell.
actually starting in the romance, but like the book that she's writing.
I love that it's like an Inception thing.
I love a good book.
I love
building
that she's
book.
always writing it into her book when he's being an ass to her.
Fair.
Would do it
Marta?
too.
First line for Project Sight?
I was hoping you'd forget.
Never.
Lisa held her breath and tightened her grip around the safety rail as the elevator jerked out of place, stalling its rapid descent.
Ooh, don't like
Dramatic
that.
action.
But
I
a good
love
opening.
that one.
Malin, I think I heard Art of Summoning. Well, I think I read Art of Summoning Demon, to be fair, but
Yeah, I think I've shared the latest version, new first sentence. The sun beat down on Olive's thick black dress as she walked down to the chapel, the path bordered by a mixture of still lush green trees and slowly decaying ones, sickly yellow leaves slowly replacing the vibrant green.
that is a new opening for sure.
It's a new opening. It might not
New
stay.
image.
It might still change, but this is the current version.
Okay, so I can read this, yes?
Yes, you recognize the description already.
I mean, I recognize it from your blog, so,
Yeah. Marta was there, physically.
well, lucky Marta, I guess.
We'll go on a cemetery date next time you're in London as well, Steve.
I would love to. I would love to. Sasha says, my book's first line, the call came in while I was at school. It's a good one.
Ooh.
Chapter 19, the rat bone snapped again, jagged ends embedded in the keyhole. Oh.
I'm really intrigued by that.
Current chapter beginning line that I'm editing, they called it the big country of the South.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Is it a big country in the South? Who knows?
You skipped crystals.
I'm just going backwards, upwards.
Oh, okay.
Book 2, Chapter 5. Antiseptic stung her nose as consciousness finally found her. Oh, there's a lot of lines here. Chapter 4. There was fire in his veins, transforming his psychology down to his blood cells. Physiology. How do you pronounce that?
Physiology. You got it right the first time. Physiology.
Chapter 31, question mark? Chapter 3, I don't know, Crystal. What is this marking? Alexandra resisted every urge to roll her eyes as men and women alike offered her gold, land, companionship in exchange for her choosing them.
Oh, Alexandra is a stronger woman than I am.
Yeah.
I'll take the gold and the land. I don't want the companion.
Oh, Chapter 3, Immortal Masquerade. There you go. That makes sense. Is that the first book?
I feel like that's book 5, knowing Crystal.
Book 5?
Probably book
Yes, but
33.
books 2 to 4 have not been written.
Oh, so book 1 and 5 has been written.
Yes.
You know, that's so valid of you, Crystal. That's so valid. Because surely nothing is changing in book 2, 3, or 4 that could affect book 5. I love this for you. But yeah, I'm a slut for a good opening line.
I also love closing lines.
Mm.
Ooh, what's the closing line of your first chapters? Do you want to share?
Wow, I don't even know.
Because I feel like the first chapter is such like, it's a capital C chapter, if you get what I'm saying.
I've already shared
mine.
mine.
Makes sense by itself.
Your last line of your first chapter?
I have shared mine in the Discord line of the day, I think.
Oh.
It was... I mean, it needs a bit of context, so it has to be longer than the last line, because the last line is just right? Question mark.
Right.
But it was, for a split second, light grey changed to bright ruby red. A chill went down Olive's spine, a gasp coat on her lips. She blinked. Grey eyes, his eyes were grey. She dreamt this, imagined it. She was tired, hadn't slept properly in days, and the man's eyes were grey, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I remember reading this before.
Yeah, I've shared it like in the line of the day, I think.
Yeah.
So it was not a surprise.
Love that. Minook, do you have the last line of your first chapter? Or anything that makes sense?
Yes. The last line is, everything will be fine. It had to be. I repeated it over and over in my head. Ren won't see this. Ren won't see this. Ren will never see this.
Oh.
Ren will see this, of course.
Of course.
Of course. The
Foreshadowing.
writing was on the wall. Marta?
Yeah, I think... Hold on. Let me read through this by myself 1 second.
Okay, I guess I'll share mine.
Yes.
It's a last few lines, I guess, to make more sense of it. The creature lay in a heap, its head completely obliterated. The rest of its body twitched spasmodically. He had survived, and more importantly, the creature had not.
Nice.
Very strong
Oh,
one.
again,
Like it.
action. Very
I
strong.
love that.
What does the second chapter start with? Water trickled. Okay. Water does trickle indeed.
Mm.
Are you ready, Marta, or should I read some comments first?
I think I can share this, yeah. So it's a bit more than the last line to give some context, but
I mean, if you want to read your entire book, I'm here for it.
absolutely not. We need to get out now, the man said calmly. She's already dead. She's still breathing. Jen coughed as if to agree with her. The man gripped Lisa's arm harder, pushing her back towards the exit, out of the way. Metal scratched against rock as the unmistakable sound of a pickaxe crashed into the rubble. A sickening thump filled the air. Warm liquid splashed against Lisa's face. Now she's not, the man said, dragging Lisa out behind him.
Oh my god, Marta! I want to read this so badly
And they
now.
were roommates.
Dark.
This is
Love
my
this.
kind of vibe.
Just love all the sharing. I just want to read everyone's book. It's what I want to do. I don't want to write, I want to read. Chapter 12 opening. Victor flinched because he was in love with me. The words ran in circles, over and over again in his mind. Was in love. Past tense. Dun dun dun. Crystal shared the final line of Book 1. With any luck, the other clan elders could assist him in salvaging everything before it officially went to hell. Hopefully, Elizabeth wasn't already lost. And last sentence Laura wrote was, there were fingernail-shaped gouges in the stone, long and jagged.
Creepy.
That's some strong-ass fingernails.
Mm.
And Anna says spasmodically is a fantastic word. Thank you. I don't know which ass I pulled that out of, but it's here. So, and I think we're going to go into our last sprint of the day, as requested by Marta. We are going to do the 20-minute dog timer. So that now we've been through all 3 dog timers.
And now I'm right back at nothing.
Right back at nothing.
At nothing.
Oh, at
no.
nothing. No, Minook.
This one's
Jail.
not my fault anymore. I don't take the blame for all of
Jail. I might move the timer because I like 30-minute sprints because I just need a little bit of time to fuck around. So if it moves, you can see it. But here we go. Awesome stuff. How did y'all do, Manuk? And if you want to, read me the last sentence you wrote.
That's good because it's my last. It's the last sentence in chapter 6 because I finished chapter 6.
Nice.
The last sentence. Can I read the last 3 sentences because they're short?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Later that night, after Guy left, I opened my laptop again, hoping to get back to work. I decided to let my frustration spill onto the page instead. I could always delete the stray words later.
Ooh.
Slay. Marta?
What do you mean, Martha? What about Malin?
I just felt like spicing it up.
Well,
Changing the order.
I am just struggling to find my last sentence, but
Oh,
I did
no.
okay. I also finished the chapter. I went through a couple more paragraphs and then went back through everything. Probably gonna have another read through it with fresh eyes tomorrow, but I think it's done.
Okay. You think away.
Nice.
And my last sentence is, she couldn't breathe, and that's all you're getting.
You're so dramatic, Marta. Give me the book.
Dang. Malin, how did you do? And the last sentence you wrote, or the last few sentences, if you want.
I'm not sure how many words. I'm at 741 now, so I feel like it's a good amount for the day, considering I have not been writing a lot recently. So happy with that. And the last sentence, I'll read the last 2 because they make more sense together. But it wasn't until the summer after that Fran asked her if she wanted to spend time at her house. The Valderrama household became her sanctuary away from Grace.
Slay.
Friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
And I'm at 643 words for the day, but we're getting into it. So a lot of describing going on. And my last sentences are: dust whirled in the air as twilight gleamed through the small arched windows set high along the walls. Cassidy dragged a finger across the mortar that crumbled beneath the pressure, falling off and leaving gaps in the rugged sandstone walls. Their muffled steps echoed under the now high-vaulted ceiling as they moved down the center, keeping their eyes and ears peeled for anyone approaching.
Oh, very, very moody. It really gives off the Old West vibes.
It's giving yeehaw, because that's what I'm
It's giving
trying
yeehaw.
to.
It
That's
is
what I'm
giving
trying to
yeehaw.
present.
Presenting.
Thank you. Let's see what our friends did. Mars said that was a watch YouTube and chat with a friend sprint for me, which is very important work. Joined by Wallace. Hello. Regina wants to know if that's a lap hound. I don't know. It's a dog. This dog is too innocent for that. Yeah. Running off to lunch. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Sasha. Bon appetitles.
Nice.
Wallissimo says, realize that even though I want to set my next store in Colorado, the mountain road to the specific town is closed in the winter, so it would take me 5 hours to drive there for any research. Dang, son. That's a lot of hours.
But also, some of us write books without ever going to the places they're about, so I'm sure you can manage.
My book is also set in Colorado, which is funny, but I'm also not driving 5 hours to Colorado to do some research. I'm just using Google Maps in my imagination.
Yeah, same. Although not Colorado, but same problem.
And I just make up towns that don't exist, base
Nice.
them on something real, because then I don't have to do any research. I can
Yeah,
just,
That's what I did as well. It's like a fake town inspired
Yeah.
by, like, I know which state in the United States it's in, but it's fake, and the university is
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah, the town is fake, but I set it in a real landscape, so I try to get like the mountains and the river and everything like in its proper place. But it's an alternate universe, so I can take, and I have taken a lot of creative liberties. And then, that's a problem for Futuristic. Mars says, a 5-hour drive sounds like the perfect time to listen to an episode of Critical Role, though, Wallace. They make excellent points, I will say. And Crystal read some more of Just Stab Me Now.
What a title.
You're that fire. You're drifting.
You're underwater again.
And with that, the 2024 season shall come to an end. Any closing statements?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think, Zeke, you should go to Colorado with Wallace and have a writing retreat there for your book.
Are you paying, Marta? Because if so, I'm in. I also, the second book in the series is set in Colorado, so it makes sense to go to Colorado at some point. But for now, I'll just have Wallace be my eyes and ears on the ground, so to speak.
You just wait for her to drive the 5 hours and then be like, all right, can you live, video me and just...
Yeah. Wallace says, I like to go to the place because I think I write more vibrantly if I've seen it. That could be accurate. Yeah, that could be accurate. I don't know. I think I'll just invent stuff because I write a lot of fantasy and, as I said, alternate universe, so I'm really trying to make like the world a character because that's often how it goes in Western. So, but again, that's a problem for future Stig. My current Stig's job is just to make the book exist. So
your current Stig's job, I mean, you're already doing a good job at giving the Yeehaw vibes just from this draft. So,
thank you. I'm only reading the passable parts. So all the sentences that starts with he, you will never see them. But I have like entire pages which is like. He went, he did, he saw, he came, he conquered.
You mean we'll never see them until you let us read the book, right?
I mean, yes, but I think no one but Grape will read this draft, so...
But also, don't get rid of all of them, because I like reading to be easy.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I feel like if I get more than 3 he's in a row, I'm like, okay, I need to do something else. But again, that's a problem for future Stig. He has a lot of problems, but I'm sure he'll handle it flawlessly. Stig, I'd read any draft of this book. That is fair, but I think I would rather suffer death by 1,000 cuts than have anyone read this book outside of my what's it called? Outside of my hive mind. So
hive mind.
Yeah, the troublemakers. Hive mind.
Nice.
Confirmed.
We're all part of the extended hive mind.
I mean, you are, and you'll get part of the extended revisions, so it's fine. It's fine, Marta. Thank you for the lovely live stream. Thank you so much for being here, Regina. I'm going to definitely check out your romances on this Wild West adventure you're on. Color me intrigued. We'll be here tomorrow. Not we, but I'll be here tomorrow with the troublemakers. Malin, are you? No, I'm streaming on Thursday. I'll be here on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not streaming on Thursday.
Malin's not streaming on Thursday. Mars says, if you're allowed to spiritually be in the room with me when I'm streaming, I should get to read your early drafts. But it's so bad, though. It's so bad. It's so incoherent. It is. You don't want to read my first draft, Mars. You don't. Trust and believe. Thank you so much for being here, my 3 lovely co-hosts. As always, it's been a pleasure. Their links are linked below, but everyone here is following them already. And if you're not, then, that's on you, really.
That's rude.
Thanks, Steve. And you're welcome, Wallace. And with that, we shall say our goodbyes. Toodaloo!